Oh, okay. So, hang on. Very James Dean, Kitty. I like it. Very good. Stretch. That's good. Very nice. We're gonna get some light. There we go. Very good. The lighting works great. We're gold. Total Oscar for sure. Can you... There you go. That's nice. What you're doing on the table is good. I like that. Very good. Really, really stretch. That's good, Kitty. Very good. Really liking the chair. It's really nice stuff. Let's try, you know what, just keep doing what you're doing, that's fine. Very good. Okay. Get kind of Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. Can you punch a mirror or something? Oh, we don't have a mirror. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Very good. It's kind of Christopher Nolan Batman kind of thing. Ooh, I like this. Yes, it's very Adrian Brody from The Village. Yes, very good. I like, this is very Alien. This is nice, Kitty, what you're doing here. Very good. That's very good. Okay, got it? Oh, yes. Going for the Bruce Lee. Nice. Like what you're doing with the legs. Very good. Just very scratchy. Yes, that's very scratchy. Now what are we doing? Okay, thinking. Getting Brando. Did you read some of the Brando book? Looks like you did. Okay. Yeah. That's very Sigourney Weaver and Alien. Very good. Very good, Kitty. I'm liking it. We're going to cut here. I love the lion tail from Wizard of Oz kind of thing. The flapping of the tail. Mm-hmm. This is very Mission Impossible kind of stuff. Dun 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 dun. Dun-dee. Dee-dee. 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 Ding 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 ding. It's very cute, Kitty. Those are my pants. You're lucky to have those claws. Oh, look how cute. That is very cute, Kitty. Where am I? Ooh.
Texas A&M's RN to BSN program is designed to fit your busy life. There are four
Looks like the renter is probably a GQ model and doesn't know how to get a hold of the landlord, so the renters have to have the deed of the home. But the original knock, they have ADT doorbell camera. That could be Dubs if he gets hold of the landlord, which I don't know if he can.
40.
For sure. Well, it doesn't matter because starting tomorrow, IKEA opens its doors in a new University Park location.
Can I make a suggestion? Of course. John, if a customer pays in advance for 11 visits from Gecko Green, you should give them 10% off.
J. Henry knows, because Thomas J. Henry is one of the largest personal...
Life takes you. AAA. We're always...
It's known as Maudlin. Door knock number 3 or 4.2, pretty much the same with the other ones. Some were like 0.5. Yeah, punch up on the patio. What? What? What was that? Misspelling? Won't even do that, no. No, it doesn't. Stop misspelling. It's like making your grammar look all crazy. Looks like they got set up, probably ADT corporate. They can't even get in touch with them, but they will be able to. You don't want to talk to the old people for too long. They'll make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and sit you down, have you pet their dog, and they'll show you the grandchildren, and they just like talking to salesmen. Go to lunch. Go to lunch. Go to lunch. Go to lunch. Would you go to lunch? I was imitating Kevin Spacey from Glengarry Glen Ross. Because I don't like you. Go to lunch. Oh, look what I get. And some opened Cheetos with some kind of chips and QT sauce and some Parmesan cheese. Good thing I got the Parmesan cheese in there. And more Parmesan cheese. I went to lunch. Yeah, it was David and Albert. Matheless. About these Bible salesmen connected to the Catholic Church. They're going door to door. They sold those encyclopedia Bibles in 1969 for $40. You know how much that is today? That's over $400. They were selling Bibles. They made equivalent today of $200,000 a year selling Bibles. Like hymn Bibles. Oh, this is jalapeno. It was like hymn Bibles. I don't know how much it said on the thing, how much they ended up making, if it was like $20,000 or $30,000 a year. But back then, that was like $200,000 a year. Rent back then was like $100. You get gas for 30 cents a gallon. So they did really well. They were all over the place. They would go to Florida. It's like nachos. Her little dog was funny. And she had to make sure that the system's just blinking. So they're gonna have to get that activated. You never know what these people moving in and craziness. He said they sold them probably the system, I don't know if it was in person or over the phone. Probably it was in person. That looked like a same day install. Guy came in early. They were moving in. He got them when they were moving in. That was probably corporate. He said yes. He knew they'd say yes. Signed them up. Who knows how much they gave him? It could have been $1,000. That probably makes $1,000 a day. Some of them can. There's guys that go in and out of our office. It's like watching Glengarry Glen Ross in fast motion. The door is revolving. I've been with Alder and Safe Haven. Safe Haven kind of trained me. Alder kind of trained me a little bit. They just use intuition. They walk around the neighborhood. They just walk around the neighborhood and they're from Utah, or the company is, and they have this little app. It's like, yeah, sales rep and do all this stuff. Move along there, kids, crazy kids, tearing things down and spray painting the walls and all this stuff. Dude's making like 6 figures. He just parks, gets out and starts walking. Seriously does this. I don't know how they do it. They're all commission. Just walks around, knocking. I don't even know if they could. They might use Redfin, I don't know. They probably do secretly. Their office was about maybe 10 people. In the middle of nowhere. All these Amazon packages, all the equipment stuff. Mostly these things. I never got one though. That's why I left. It was like, I guess you had to earn it. You had to, and then they sent it to me. All right, next door knock, 0.4. That word's supposed to be gave.
We'll find out, I'm sure. My mother, she told me so.
Definitely something with red hats. It's Match Point Coffee. What are y'all waiting on? What are y'all waiting on?
It's for a Conan Gray concert.
A what?
A Conan Gray concert.
A Gray concert?
It's for a Conan Gray concert.
A Conan Gray? Who's that?
A really good artist that you should consider listening to.
Is he like pop or
He's like indie pop.
indie pop? And his name is Conan?
Conan Gray.
Conan Gray. Okay. That you have to get the tickets at the coffee shop?
No, it's just the Cafe Gray.
Oh, okay. These are all fans of Conan Gray. Conan Gray sucks. I don't know.
I adore 5 words that I've heard before.
All right, so he's 27 years old. He was born in Lemon Grove, California. He lived in Georgetown, Texas, and he started uploading YouTube vlogs. And now he's that guy. He's got a whole crowd waiting to buy tickets at some coffee shop. Conan Gray. Yeah, he's a kind of Elvis Presley type. I think he's come out of Austin, Texas, though. Pretty big deal. Oh, I know who this guy is. This is the guy that Ryan Reynolds is always talking about. Conan Gray. Ryan Reynolds is a big fan of him. And he's trying to do a Mint Mobile thing. Didn't hear of him until now. Coffee shop. This is probably all copyrighted too, so I gotta be quiet on it. I had no idea. They're like, oh, his name is Conan Gray. And I couldn't understand what she said. She said it so quick. And then I said, oh, who is he? He's like an indie artist. You should consider listening to him. I said, oh, okay. I don't know. He's pop. I guess so. He's signed with Republic Records. So he's a new up-and-coming, probably maybe movie star and rock star. He's like Elvis Presley or something. I have to take some sinus. Now my sales rapport's down to 1, and I had hundreds, if not 300 or 400 leads on here. And now it's just like either the Lone Star Hacker got it or what. So now I'm going to have to use Redfin and probably write down appointments. So you basically, when you do the 7-Eleven replenish, you get a Slurpee. Since it's 0, or about 10 calories, you just add a little bit of it. Try the watermelon. Alright, so definitely something's up. Sales Rabbit went from 200 or 300 leads to 0. So I don't know. I'm looking at it, going, what in the world? Let me see. Oh wow! Now it's at 0. So. Am I logged in? Yeah. So I may have to get... I've heard that you can use your own email. I'm going to ask about that. If I can use my own personal email for Sales Rabbit, because that would be harder for them to get. Okay. Anyway, there's... There's that. These are kind of pretty good. Basically, does it say chicken on it? No, it says tuna. It looks like chicken, but it's tuna. They make it, yeah, they should make it with white bread like that. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's tuna. And then one of these. Which these come free if you get one of these replenished, but make sure you bring it to the transaction, because they'll be like in a bind if you bring it after the transaction. So if you bring this, like you bring this and a sandwich or whatever, you can just do a drink. You got to bring this with it. So they can throw a hizzy. They'd be like, well, you got to bring that with the transaction. It's a separate transaction, so it counts as a separate thing. And you're like, oh, okay. Get all legalistic at a 7-Eleven. Things can get out of hand. Trust me. There was a case where a lady, she wanted her money back. Chicken McNuggets. At a McDonald's. They would not give her money back for whatever reason. So she called 911, and when they got there, the cops arrested the lady rather than the clerks. You know, it's like, we're not going to arrest the McDonald's people. What'd you call for? Well, I wanted my money back on my chicken McNuggets. They wouldn't give it back. So they put her in cuffs. It was not an emergency. They rushed over there thinking there was some kind of robbery or something. Yeah, you can't just flip out. I mean, is it an emergency to get your money back? Is that an emergency? I don't know. Happens over there. Not really. I mean, you can take them to small claims court. One thing that I found out is write down your appointment. So you can put your appointments on Sales Rabbit if you want. You can put them in your phone if you'd like, on the calendar. But I actually write down my appointments. I just did that naturally. And I was like, okay, I know we're dealing with all this Sales Rabbit technology and stuff, but if there's an appointment, because you're going to get the stuff on Redfin no matter what, because that's public information, or it wouldn't be on Redfin. It doesn't stay on Redfin for too long. And with my case with Sales Rabbit, there could have been 500 leads on there. I'm not even for sure. But sometimes they change those. Sometimes, I don't know. I mean, I remember when I was with Safe Haven, I think those Sales Rabbits were given out. Those leads, I think they were given out. I don't know if they paid attention to Redfin that much. I don't even really remember dealing with it. They do things differently. It was like a daily thing. Yeah, it was a daily thing. Just now looked on my phone, and they're there. I was like, whoa. It's a lot. I have to look how many. It's 886 leads, and they're there. So I was like, thank goodness. But they're not on that one, so I don't know. But they're still on the phone. It just doesn't always show like really, but it shows it in the list and everything, so that it can be. Oh, that's a Let Us Cook thing. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's Let Us Cook. They're a health food thing that's around here. It looks almost exactly like the Let Us Cook thing. Well, we're okay now. I was like, what in the world? For some reason, it didn't show up on here, but it did show up on my phone, so I don't know how that could possibly be, but there goes one of those cyber trucks. I got to see it. You didn't get to see it, but you'll be okay. You can look it up online. They've got shows on YouTube that go on for 2 to 3 hours. Perfectly done. Looks like Kubrick did it on Cybertrucks. They got YouTube shows all over. There's a lot of YouTube stars. That Conan Gray guy, who people were all like Elvis Presley, there's a big line. You see that line? It's a huge line. He's a YouTuber. Yeah, they're all YouTubers. YouTube is going to be for the Oscars in 2029. That means you'll have to go to YouTube to watch the Oscars. Guess who's probably going to be on there? A couple of YouTubers. Probably for freaking Best Picture. Talking about YouTube, Paramount's like, what? When you go in Hollywood and you mention the word YouTube, everybody gets quiet. Guess what's going on the Avenue of Stars? Probably Adam the Woo. He's probably going to be one of the first YouTubers on the Avenue of Stars. It's like $80,000 or $70,000 or $60,000 just to put the star down there. He'll be on there. And then guess what? It's going to have a YouTube sign on it. So now in Hollywood Forever, when they bury, somebody, it might have a YouTube sign on it rather than, well, they don't always put they just put their name sometimes in Hollywood Forever Cemetery. But I'm talking about Avenue of Stars, all right? Avenue of Stars, it might have a YouTube sign on it, meaning they'll get their own symbol. They might. Or it'll probably just show like a film thing, film camera. Even though now they use digital cameras anyway. Okay. The rumor was on the Adam the Woo funeral, which was, the celebration, which is in Amp Garden that happened a couple days ago. The rumor was there was 100,000 that was supposed to be there. I didn't see the outside of it. I was watching some Philly Captain, the guy that goes, "Here we are." He was vlogging with Tim Wilson, the guy from Back to the Future, who also spoke there. But the rumor was there was supposed to be 100,000 there, like a Woodstock kind of thing. But I don't know if they admitted everybody, so it was not as big as I thought.
How the holidays will always hurt.
I mean, I don't know what Rick Beato would say. I don't know if he would hang out with Kurt Cobain, but I don't know. Kids are different nowadays. Things change, so you never know. I think I'm probably gonna put on some what's that called? Montage of Heck. Supposed to rain cats and dogs and possible hail, so we'll be looking for things like that. Guy's been out there for a while with that same dog. Don't know if he's a war vet though. Next door knock. $2.9, $4.39. It's like, I don't know, the 20th or 25th door knock or something. They've all been about 0.5, maybe 1 mile. This was gonna be 2.9. I took tango lessons here from Gracie Tune, the sister of Tommy Tune, and I proposed a play called Polluzed, which she liked, and then she said, "We'll have to get this produced," and just handed me the play. I'm like, well, where do I go from there? But I might send it out someday. I don't know. It's a cool play though. It really is. It's hard to describe. It's about this escaped mental patient that writes these articles. He reads a lot of like nudie magazines, and then it starts off with him with a solar typewriter. He's got a solar typewriter. He's sitting along it's basically like a polluted river that he follows with this chick that he meets, and then they end up meeting an angel at the end. There's some like cop figures that are kind of after them because they're escaped from a nearby loony bin, and they're wearing like hospital uniforms and stuff. And then at the end there's an angel that represents the nuclear bomb. I don't really say that, but I say it in the vlog, but I don't say it in the play. It's just an angel appears at the end along a cliff. It has like a cliffhanger. It's a cool play. It's a 2-act play. It's kind of a comedy. It deals with a polluted river, and they're like along the riverside, stuff like that. Back in my Sam Shepard days, I was reading a lot of Sam Shepard. It's like a lawnmower. Yeah, it's lawnmower day. There's the skate park over there. It's pretty busy all the time. Skaters doing their thing. Right along Hemp Hill. Should be a documentary about that skate park. It's mostly just slow transition. I don't know how slow the transition is. It doesn't look that bad. You don't want it too slow or too fast. Looks like kind of like ditch transition. So they call it ditch transition. If it's too slow, it can be like really dangerous. Now the neighborhood wouldn't like it, but that could be easily converted to like a little music venue or possibly a small church. Yeah, the church thing might work. Music venue, that'd be too loud. Next knock, 2.9, 4:59 p.m. Central.
Realize I do deserve the best. Like using my tub for the first time. That's right, Mr. Duck.
Learn how new an existing AT&T customer.
That's quite the discount you gave me.
Kind of hard to grab and zoom a little bit. Can be. It's just the tempered glass smears a little bit on zooming it. There it is. It's a little bit of a lag on the zoom. Yeah, it says haunt entrance. That's because that's the Edge haunted house right there. There's the demon. He lies down until October. And they put him up in October. Usually at the end of November he's lying down. That's what it looks like right here. Downtown. Yeah, I've already seen that. It looks kind of like one of those safari things. Truck, safari truck kind of thing where the giraffe run up to. Next one, a mile, 2 miles away, 6 minutes. Be careful on these guys right here. They tow big time. Called the Huntley. Right there, it'll tow. So that Huntley, you know, and they send the cops out to the tow truck. One of them acts like Barney Fife. He's a skinny guy. He'll do that whole nose thing like this. Yeah, that Barney Fife nose thing. What they do is when you pull up on the Huntley, They pull it away if it's not during the right hours at night. So when you're doing Uber Eats or Favor or Grubhub or Postmates or the Big D, and you pull in there at night, they pull the car goes in and the car goes out just like that quick. They got me in 6 minutes. Then you got people like lined up trying to get their car back, and you got a black chick throwing the credit card machine in the air, and the cops are coming up doing the Barney Fife. Well, small claims court, because they won't get it. If you try running in, the guy's got a gun. It's crazy, man. Yeah, the Huntley for sure. Basically how it goes down is if it's after hours and you park at the Huntley, especially if it's future residents, it will be towed very quickly. That's one of the main places you see when you go into Fort Worth. It's a hot place. Dallas guys move in there. It's like a revolving door for renters, just constantly for apartment people. There's 6 floors. It's got a real complex thing that you put in the code, and they give you the code. The reason they do all that is because the tow truck guy is waiting for you to pull there. They may have a smart sticky camera. They will tow that thing faster than you would even believe. And the cops will be like waiting at the tow truck place if there's an issue. And the guy that runs it, I think he's got a gun. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me. But it looks like he does. And they run it. It's a high operation. I did a little show on it. It cost me a little bit of money. It was like I had the exact amount just to get the car back. And the cops, they'll like be like, well, we know, because we're here every day. Yeah, they're there every day probably. Whoop, just arrived back there. I got to do a U-turn and reset. But yeah, pretty cool right here. It's probably Airbnb maybe. It's got some posted signs, something right here. Just security. Yeah, we got to find out. And there's also something right there. Probably private property. So yeah, private property and security. I got to check on that. It's going to be that one. Next door knock, 4.2. We'll be there at 5:41. Lips, kiss, kiss Molly's lips. Kiss, kiss Molly's lips. Kiss, kiss Molly's lips. Engines. It's one of these things right here. Sparkling energy. Trying to think. He says engines, I think, once. I don't remember what he says another thing too. You say Indians? I mean, he might say Indians. He says different things each time. Goes like Indians, engines. Yeah, I might say engines. Engines. Yeah. Back when he was bouncing radar beams off the moon. Yeah. With Dennis Hopper. He's still around. Hopper's not. He knows that one. He also says, I think of a man and take away reason and accountability. Radar beams off the... Talking about the Martians. Back when they were bouncing radar beams off the moon. They look at someone like you. They know what it means to be free. It makes them mad. Something like that. As they sit around the campfire with Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper. According to Adam the Woo, is in Planet of the Apes. Yeah. I don't think Adam the Woo saw Planet of the Apes. He was talking about Charlton Heston. He got mixed up. Charlton Heston. Because I don't think Jack Nicholson was one of the apes. What do we do now? Man. Yeah. That was some old footage. Adam the Woo thought Jack Nicholson was in Planet of the Apes. It's called Easy Rider. It might have been. He could have been one of the apes, maybe. No one knows. All right, next knock, 2 miles. All right, next door knock coming up. 0.7. Do a couple of Eraserhead scenes right there. Get a Henry with hairspray. All right, 2.2 next door.
All in one man.
No restroom in there. It's a lazy moose. You know, it's on the phone. It's still here. It's been here for a while. They're vegan. And they're known as a spiral. That was the Spiral Diner. They do advertisements for plays. Circle Theater was right there. They moved downtown. When I was around in the 90s, they were over there. That's when I played the Monty from the North Pole Nightmare. I was a Monty like my daddy. We both look good in red. And I didn't make that mirror noise, but I probably should have. That's the one where I played Ross Perot for a moment. This is a famous area down there, way down there, not too far, is a Panther City vinyl. They do vinyl by Panther City. Well, Panther City vinyl. They have an Eraserhead vinyl in there. David Lynch. I don't know if he's on the front, but probably he's on the front. It's 568 going through. Looks like maybe he's stopping at Benito's. He's just slowing down. Okay. Now he's going back. White car. Yeah, there's a little trouble here, but it's not like Deep Ellum yet. But it's like the Fort Worth Deep Ellum, you could say. Deep West Magnolia. Let's see if they... Right here. Did a play here, a few of them. Got down there in a Greek restaurant. Swank City, Partners in Wonder, which we did with the Rat Carpet Theater Group, and Hip Pocket Theater. And... what was the other one? Oh, Mountebank, the Changing Place with Lake. Johnny directed. It was a hole in, literally a hole in the wall. So they had to occupy a space. Now they're back at the outdoor Silver Creek. They used to be at Oak Acres. Circle was pretty much just Monty the Mountie. I'm trying to think if there was my friend did Treasure Island, not too far over there. I'm trying to think, the other one, a bunch of Spiral people coming out. Swank was definitely, Swank's video was the big one. That had the jazz music. It was almost a musical. Amber was in that one before she went to New York and then Chicago. A bunch of them were in that. Pete wrote that one. It was original. I was supposed to be Ed Wood. Pretty much that year, I had to be Stanley Kowalski instead. Streetcar Named Desire kind of thing. But no, I wouldn't be able to be Ed Wood. Although Johnny Depp was a pretty good Ed Wood. Is that Angora? Beware. Beware. That was Bela Lugosi's line. Take care. Yeah, that's right. That would have been a pretty good Ed Wood. Is that Angora? But I had to do Stanley Kowalski instead. I got an award for that one. That's before I lost my memory for a little while. All right. Next door knock is 0.3. 648. He's trying to hide. There he goes. Little tuxedo. Little tuxedo kitty. Man, Pee Wee Herman and Protected by Vivint. Big time. Next door knock, 0.4. Circle Theater was right up there. Back in the 90s. Had to get all the scenery and all that stuff up there. Now, I don't know what it is. This one's a very old house. Now, I met the guy because I dropped pizza off for him. And at the top, they have the old school, like turn of the century telephone connections. They're all old and attic-y. That's antique. That's an antique home. Airbnb. Blue velvet out, kind of a blue velvet shot kind of thing. It's working like that, maybe. Yeah, I think he'd probably put that on tracks. He might have done it handheld. I don't think he probably did. It was probably on tracks. That Lord Dern and that McLaughlin guy, we probably will know. It's a weird shot. Finds like an ear, severed ear with ants. It's like soccer mom walking on. All right, next door knock, 1.1. That was Mark Friedman's house, and that was Craig Misfeld's house. We used to skateboard and play basketball over there. Oh, you know what? That's his house, because he had the handrail. I always think it's this one. It's actually that one. And then one time we were the 4-H club and we lit a bag of crap on fire, and then we knocked on that door and then ran off. Luckily no one got hurt. And that was during like the Halloween season. We were driving around a yellow Cadillac with a disco ball right here. We'd go to Taco Bell and get chips and turn on the Bee Gees. We'd drive through with the Bee Gees on. I lived way down there in a small little house on 2618 Wheeling, way over there. Eventually right next to an actress that was on Dallas named Christian. Her name was Christian. Yeah, she was on an episode of Dallas and a few episodes, I think. I think she was a recurring character. She lived literally pretty much right across the street from me. I didn't know about it until way later. I ended up at the actor's studio. She worked with JR and everything, I think. I'm not for sure. Yeah, she had a headshot and everything. I saw the headshot. It was like this little black and white Dallas actor kind of thing. And she ended up there. You're in high school again.
Move when you're ready. There's no...
Next door knock, 4.3 miles.